What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Rikage, and I'm here with the one and only, the king of being the Bond.
Mm.
Introduce yourself, young man.
It is Seven Man, young Seven Man, the youngest of the Seven Men, the greatest there has ever been. It's the kid Seven the Bomb.
aka Sever the God. Anyway, so with that being said, Meme Sever and I are going to are going to be doing a kind of video that you guys aren't going to really expect. Most of the time when people have these kind of arguments, one would disagree, one would agree. But ironically enough, we both agree on this, and it's, are the Usos the best tag team of all time, the greatest tag team of all time? So in your opinion, what separates them from the rest, and what have they done to maintain the level of consistency?
I think that they've got a combination of all of the cliche ass shit that people talk about when you're talking about like iconic singles competitors. Like they look cool. They've always been cool. They've got cool moves. They've always had cool moves. They're good on the mic. They've always been good on the mic. They are good ass wrestlers. And I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever seen an Usos match and I've ever said, well, that was ass. Like it's always good, and it doesn't matter who they face. Like it could be the Viking Raiders, it could be like any of these shitty ass tag teams or whatever that they put together. I
Unless
don't think
WWE ironically gives them 3 minute matches, but besides that, if they go more than 10 minutes, we good.
I'll be honest, even the 3 minute matches are entertaining, but like they don't even have to win. Like anytime I see the Usos have any type of match, I don't even mind that they have had a match with the New Day at least 500 times. I could keep watching that over and over. But like they're having a cell match, and it's like I happen to think that unlike a team like New Day, where it's like it's specifically the gimmick and the characters, but the wrestling isn't really all that good. The Usos are like the entire fucking package, and they've always been cool, regardless their fucking gimmick. It's very rare that everything about a team is dope. Like every fucking facet. I can't name one thing that's ass about them. Like even the fact that you can't really tell them apart, that doesn't even hurt them because they're just so fucking cool as a unit. And even if they do the single shit, it's just like, damn, like I fucks with these guys heavy. I don't think I've ever seen a bad match involving them. And that's
Uh,
coming from me.
right. So for me, I can kind of tell. I can tell which one's which one, but I mean, like besides that,
Mm.
um, I did want to ask this question: if the Usos never turned heel, would they still be in this conversation?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna say yes. So
I'm gonna say
face
yes.
painted Usos would have been in this conversation too,
Yeah.
because I feel like they would just be remembered as a great tag team, but not the best ever. I think the heel turn actually helped with their character development because you saw them as baby faces for a long time.
Mm.
And then when you see this other side, this other aggressive side towards them, you kind of, you kind of course you're gonna boo them. Well, that's
Mm.
what they wanted them to do, but I cheered them. I was like, yes, go beat his ass,
Mm.
like all that. But I feel like the heel turn, the initial heel turn, the first one was the right step in the right direction. But many people that I've spoken to have said that they weren't really considered this until they went back with Roman with the tribal chief stuff, which is
Eh,
probably the worst thing you can ever say.
what?
The Usos had matches with the New Day, the Bar,
Yeah.
like, and even before then, Tyson Kidd and in
Yeah.
the Heart Foundation, like they had great matches.
Who
So
didn't
to
like the
say,
penitentiary run?
right, so who, so the people who are texting me, which I'm not gonna disclose here because
Uh,
honestly, if I do, people are gonna go for their necks.
as they
But
should.
for the people who say that, you're only saying that because you're not watching.
Mm.
You're probably one of the people that loved wrestling before,
Mm.
and every time it ends, you go to CBS or whatever news outlet out there, and you just read their reactions to it, read their grades for it, and don't watch the product. Because if you actually watch the product, the initial heel turn was the part where they elevated from being a great tag team to being the best. And the penitentiary run was so well done and so well put together that it doesn't really matter what they're doing now with Roman, because they were already in that conversation. Did the Roman thing add to their legacy as a tag team? Absolutely. Having the match, like, Roman's on the tear, and as long as Roman is up and the Usos are with him, they're always going to be up. Right now, who do you have in the SmackDown tag team division? We don't know, because WWE either breaks them up, has the same tag team fight the Usos every single month, but their matches are still entertaining, and the match is still qualified as a high-scaled match because it's the fucking Usos.
Yeah.
It's not like you're doing Drew McIntyre and Jeff Hardy, two great wrestlers, two great individual wrestlers. You put them together against the Usos. Will that be a good match? It would be a great match, because the Usos are the actual tag team. Why? Jeff has tag team experience. Drew also does 3MB and all that. So even if you put them together, of course, the Usos, as the more well put together with the most chemistry and stuff, are going to have to be relied on upon a little bit more. Now, what I'm saying about that is you have to be technical in the aspect that you can't just say that the Usos were a great tag team and the only reason why they made it this far was because of Roman, because we already have years of matches, years of storyline that are already shown and already put together to telling us that they're the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Like, it's that simple, right?
Usos been the shit. Yeah.
Right. So when we talk about the Usos, who are we supposed to talk about, right? Who challenges the Usos as the greatest tag team of all time?
Casuals will say the New Day. I don't think so. But maybe your Dudley Boys.
The Dudley Boys.
Maybe your Edge and Christians.
Edge and Christians of the world. So I would say that there's only 5 teams that would be in the conversation of greatest of all time that aren't the New Day. That is the New Day for casuals, because of course we always have to put the New Day up there. They did great things, not taking away from anything they've done. You have Edge and Christian. You have Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. The Dudley Boys. And a tag team that I didn't get the opportunity to watch, but were still entertaining because of the fact that we're talking about the greatest of all time.
Are you going to say it?
I have to say it. Who
are you going to say it?
Are you going to say it?
Bro, if you say the Young Bucks, like, are we ready to have that conversation?
Dog, we're talking about greatest of all time. Young Bucks, no.
Super Kick Party?
No, I was not gonna say the Young Bucks. I was sticking with just WWE on this one.
Okay.
Like, the greatest tag teams in WWE that can actually, like, if we're talking about other tag teams, the Young Bucks are in that conversation, but we just need to see a little bit more of them, right? Right now, the Young Bucks have a great following, but they aren't in the WWE, which means that casuals aren't watching them. Only hardcore wrestling fans are watching them. So in the aspect of greatest of all time, you can't really say that the Young Bucks are in the conversation if their viewership, if everything isn't up to the par as the Usos. A lot of people have seen throughout the years the Usos and the Dudley Boys and all of them, act up and do matches and do storylines. But you can't really say the same thing for the Young Bucks because we've only been able to watch YouTube or wherever channel they go to
Mm,
TNA now.
mm,
But before then, like whatever Ring of Honor had deals with
mm,
and all that.
mm.
But honestly, what I was gonna say was the last and final one was ironically enough rated RKO. Now,
Ugh.
now, you can say,
Ah,
you can say, you can say, ugh, but
ah,
when you have Randy Orton and
over
Edge,
DX. Come on,
no,
man.
no, I have I have the perfect solution for that. DX wasn't gonna be in this list because yes, there's a top 10, but not greatest of all time because they barely won the championships together. And the time that they did, guess what? They were both in a rivalry for the championship, for the main championship. So yes, we've seen them fight Undertaker and Kane, which are another tag team that should be on this list too, right?
No.
What?
The Brothers of Destruction are not on the fucking greatest of all time list. Come on, bro.
No, look, so I say I couldn't really see it because I was little when that happened, but I've seen videos, I've seen storylines, I've seen everything.
Fucking Epico and Primo are a better tag team than them niggas.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no.
come on.
Okay, if I take them out, I'm putting Arcade Bro in there. Arcade Bro are
Bro,
hilarious.
come on. Bro.
Oh
I
god.
put Deuce and Domino over the motherfuckers. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You're gonna keep doing that, or you're gonna talk? Talk.
I put Miz and Morrison over the
Mm.
niggas. I put Eminem, Nitro, Melina, an old dude whose name I forgot, Joey Mercury or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's exactly his name.
I put them over them niggas. That is so nasty. Rated
Wow.
RK. Oh no. No. Bro, that's like saying like AJ Styles and Omos is the greatest tag team of all time, bro. That's so nasty. Fucking RKO. Bro.
Should I like be crying right now? No.
Bro, you should, bro. I would put who them dudes that they
I'm gonna, I'm for record's sake, I'm just gonna take already RKO. My fifth one's gonna be the Road Warriors. Okay.
sure.
Okay, great. Anyway, now that we're back and we're in high spirits, please proceed. The Road Warriors and the rest of the people that I just mentioned, take them 1v1 versus the Uso and tell me why the Usos would. There's no conversation for why the Usos are, because if you're talking about title reigns, the New Day have more championships than the Usos.
I mean, yeah, but they're ass wrestlers. As a team, as a team, as a team, because individually they are world champions and they're very nice. But as a tag team, them niggas is ass and you know it, bro. That shit is ass, Duke. If it wasn't a gimmick, if they didn't have the pancakes and the bootios, would no one give a shit about them niggas. Their tag team wrestling is ass, bro.
I like the unicorn stampede in the corner. What you mean?
Bro, come
They
on, man.
just like
Poetry
jabbing?
emotion.
Poetry in motion, I
Poetry
guess.
emotion.
Okay, so the Usos and the Dudley Boys. Why do the Usos outshine the Dudley Boys? What have they done that the Dudley Boys haven't per
Team
se?
th- Team 3D is really fucking good, but again, it's the wrestling, and they're not just a gimmick. If you take away the tables, do we give a fuck?
Okay. Okay.
You know what
So
I mean?
so Road Warriors, we're not even gonna include in this because I didn't even see them. So
Fuck them.
okay, so we got the Road Warriors and Douglas out right now. So we got Edge and Christian.
I think we put them in that category because of how much people love Edge and Christian as individuals, but I think of them like the New Day. I think they're great individuals. I don't respect them as a team.
Okay, so you're saying without a TLC match, they're not a
I don't think they're that great to begin with as a team. I think individually they're amazing, but I never took them seriously as a team.
okay. Then after that, you have, of course, the New Day, which you've already said that they're ass wrestlers
I don't think they're that.
behind a gimmick, and
They got a great gimmick. It's a great fucking gimmick. I just think they're all better wrestlers in a singles thing. I think they're a great here's a great way to word it. I think they're a great stable. Like no one's gonna say like Evolution is like an amazing tag team. They're a great stable. I think the New Day is an amazing stable. I just don't think they're that great of a tag team.
okay. So out of the three, what do you think? What combination is the best to pair up with the Usos?
Probably Kofi Kingston and Big E, because Xavier, no offense, no
Which
offense.
gets to my point. Sever the Bond has said before that he doesn't see Xavier Woods as a championship material guy.
He's not.
When he wins the Universal Championship, no, I'm just
He won't. He won't.
he's gonna win
Trust me,
the
he won't.
he's gonna win the IC championship though.
Sure, have a ball.
Sure, yes.
Shinsuke ain't doing shit.
So Big E and Kofi and the New Day. I mean, and the Usos. Okay, so bump all that. So you're taking the Usos, of course.
Yeah.
Out of everyone, the hardest match to do would be Jeff and Matt Hardy and the Usos. How can you pick against the Hardy Boys? What makes the Usos that much better? Because it's not Jeff Hardy that you're thinking about. Remember, it can't be biased. You love Jeff Hardy, but you have to think about it as a team, just like what you said. Edge and Randy Orton were great single wrestlers, but you have to think about it as a team, and they were asked to you. So, what's the difference?
For me, and it's really, really hard, but I have to continue to lean on the quality of matches because gimmick wise, I know it really wasn't in WWE like that, but that broken shit, I mean, like that's tough to top. Like the Expedition of Gold, they conquered every tag title across the world and ended with winning the Raw tag team title. Like they did that shit. Like that broken thing is incredible. The issue is it's a gimmick and the quality of the matches are horrible. Jeff Hardy is a terrible wrestler. Like he's horrible. Matt's always been bad. They're just really good characters. And I can admit that. And their matches aren't really that good either. And as a tag team, it's nice to see them get their ass whipped and then someone makes a hot tag and then swanton, but their matches are ass. The New Day, sorry, the
Usos.
yeah, they have that thing where everything is cool. The gimmicks, the characters, and the wrestling. They have the complete package. You can take away their gimmicks and they're still the shit. You can take away the good quality matches and they're still the shit. Like they're the entire package. As much as I love Matt and Jeff, more so Jeff, it's just not comparable. The Usos are just the shit.
Okay, so going into that vein,
Mm.
we'll do four subjects. We're taking the Usos when it comes to quality of matches
10 out of 10
over anybody.
over anyone.
Promos, who beats them in a promo?
Hardys.
The Hardys in a promo.
Yep.
Okay. Character wise, Because I think
Usos.
the Usos, you'll take the Usos character-wise over anyone.
This bloodline shit is crazy. Yeah.
Okay. And the last and final one. What would you say? We went over the quality of match. We went over the promos. We went over the gimmick based on story. What tag team has been built better than them? Because gimmick is just what they express out.
Yeah.
Story is how they're being booked. Who has been booked as if they were the most dominant ever?
Easily the New Day.
The New Day. Yeah. Okay, cool. So basically, you just said Usos 2, then one team for each other one. So the Usos have the best quality of matches.
Yep.
And have the best characters.
Yep.
Okay, so for me, I'm taking the Usos for the quality of matches. I'm taking the Usos for the promos.
Okay.
Taking the Usos for the gimmick.
Okay.
Built up from ground up, taking the Hardy Boys because they were built up really well.
Wow.
Until they did the whole shenanigan towards the end of their breakup, which was fucking terrible. But yeah. And then of course I'm taking the Usos with the last one. So for me, it's Usos all around. The bloodline thing is really hot right now.
Yeah, that's not even fair. That's the best thing in wrestling.
It's the best thing in wrestling.
Yeah.
Aside from what RK Bro is doing over there on Raw.
You really like this RK Bro shit.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I
okay.
do. I do a lot. They're funny as fuck. I vote Matt Riddle's like high every day. It's crazy. Anyway, so when you take a context into what we already said, is there any debate at this point?
No.
Okay, so I guess that's the end of the video then, right?
Yeah, and you should be a fucking ashamed of yourself if you disagree with us.
Right.
You're not being realistic. You're being super nostalgia blind. The fucking Road Warriors are not better than the New Day. Shawn Michaels and whatever the fuck his name was is not better than the fuck. Like, stop this shit. It's okay for new shit to be cool. LeBron's better than Jordan. It's okay. You can fucking admit that shit. It's okay.
Okay, this is not an NBA sponsored video.
But it's okay to admit it. New shit is cool.
Okay. LeBron's better than MJ, but Kobe was better than LeBron. Anyway, so or we can throw Carmelo in there. Whoa. I mean, okay. So, all right, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Make sure you guys subscribe to this man's channel if you haven't already, because obviously, if you guys are watching this video, it's because of him, not because of me.
Or not. Fuck me.
I wish I had a button right now so I could just boo you right now. You know, like I wish I had it like boo. Anyway, with that being said, they call me the king. That was Sever the God, not Sever the Bond. I'll catch you guys some other time. Peace.